What's going on, guys? This is another episode here in Nolan's Pod. We're gonna get right to the games that I was able to watch in full this past weekend, the NFL playoffs, as you know. Let's get right into it. I'm still pissed off and I'm still hot and disappointed and pissed with Lamar Jackson. Make no mistake about it, I am still mad, and today is Tuesday. The game happened Sunday. That's just 2 days ago. So not really, not a long time at all, but I am still not happy. As you know, I love Lamar. That does not mean that I'm not going to get on here and criticize Lamar when he needs to be criticized. Y'all know that I'm not fond of Josh Allen either. Y'all know I respect Josh Allen's game, and he's good. I just don't like Josh Allen because he gets a lot of credit for not winning anything. That's my only gripe with Josh Allen. He gets a lot of credit and he hasn't won anything. But when it's Lamar, y'all give Lamar no credit and he hasn't won anything. But y'all give Josh Allen credit and he hasn't won anything. That does not mean that I'm not going to get on here right now and tell y'all Josh Allen played a great game. He played a great game. And he helped his team get to the championship game. And he deserved it. He deserved it. He played well. He did what Josh Allen does. And you got to give him and you got to give the Buffalo Bills credit. He played a good game. They executed their game plan to the T, how they wanted to. So even though I don't like him, I'm still going to say, bro, you played a great game, which you did. Even though I love Lamar, bruh, you did not play a good game. And time again, we're always talking about, Lamar in the playoffs. And he did it again. Let's get right into it because I have to give y'all the next game too. So let's get right into this Baltimore game. Lamar was 18 of 25, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Lamar had 6 carries for 39 yards. Lamar was sacked twice, and Lamar had a fumble. Derrick Henry ran the ball 16 times for 84 yards, 1 touchdown. Justice Hill ran the ball 6 times for 50 yards. He had 2 receptions for 7 yards to Justice Hill. Isaiah Likely had 4 receptions, 73 yards, and the game-time touchdown in the fourth quarter to Isaiah Likely. Rashad Bateman had 4 receptions for 66 yards, 1 touchdown. Tylan Wallace had 1 reception for 27 yards. Justin Tucker was 2 for 2 on field goals, and he had 1 extra point. Mark Andrews had 5 receptions for 61 yards. Mark Andrews had an uncharacteristic game, if you will say. He had 1 fumble. Then he dropped the potential catch that he had on 4th down that he had in his hands. He dropped it. That would have tied the game on a 2-point conversion. Lamar Jackson, 18 of 25 in passing attempts, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns. He hit Isaiah Likely on a game-time touchdown in the fourth quarter. He hit Rashad Bateman on a touchdown. Lamar had an interception in this ball game. He overthrew Rashad Bateman. And Taylor Rapp, the Bills safety, was able to get the interception. Lamar threw the ball over Rashad Bateman's head, and it's like, Lamar, who the hell are you throwing to? You just overthrew way over this man's head. Who are you throwing to? Who are you throwing to, Lamar? You screwed that up. And then on the fumble, you're just trying to do too much. You know that these guys are coming. You know that the Bills' defensive line is coming. Protect the football. You trying to do too much. If it's not there, don't try to make something happen when you know it's not there. Von Miller picks up the ball. He almost runs, takes it to the house. When he picked up the fumble, did Von Miller. Thank God he was tackled. What I was saying, Lamar, if it's not there, don't try to force it and keep the ball in your hands, Lamar. Keep the ball in your hands, Lamar. If it's not there, don't try to force it. On the interception, You threw it way over Rashad Bateman's head. Lamar, you can't do that. Lamar, you made two uncharacteristic mistakes that you don't make in the regular season. In the regular season, you don't make those two mistakes that you made in this game that you made on Sunday, Lamar. Time and time again, we have talked about Lamar in the playoffs and how he's not good in the playoffs, how he's one of the best regular season quarterbacks, but when it comes playoff time, he just falls flat. He just falls flat. That pressure gets to him, man. It's that pressure, man. Everybody is not built for pressure. The good thing about sports is you're gonna have pressure moments, and some guys are able to live up to it, and some guys are just not. And I hate to say it, but we saying that Lamar he's just not that guy in the playoffs, and it's no secret that he's not. The mistakes that Lamar made, man, it's not Lamar like. In a regular season, he does not do that. The sad thing about this game is Baltimore beat the Bills in every aspect of this game. When you look at this game, the only thing that was standing in Baltimore's way and that was keeping them from winning this game was Baltimore, not the Bills. The Bills did not stop Baltimore from winning this game or losing this game, rather. The Bills did not stop them from Baltimore from losing this game. They didn't. Baltimore beat themselves, and they stopped themselves from trying to win this game to Baltimore. This wasn't about the Bills. This was about Baltimore beating themselves. In every aspect of this game, if you go back and watch, Baltimore beat the Bills in every aspect of this game, except for the turnover margin, because they had 3. Lamar made mistakes, but they were still in it at the end of this game. Lamar, on the last drive of the game, he made some excellent throws down the field to put his team in position to win it, to tie this game and possibly go to overtime and possibly win this game. On the last drive, Lamar was fantastic. He hit Isaiah Likely on a touchdown. They go for a 2-point conversion. Lamar puts it right in the hands of Mark Andrews, and Mark Andrews made the catch initially, and he couldn't hold on to it. Perfect throw made by Lamar. 2-point conversion would have tied the game at 27. We possibly played for overtime. Possibly. The Bills could have still went down and scored a field goal or got a touchdown because there was a lot of time left on the clock when that happened after the 2-point conversion, had it been converted. Mark Andrews also fumbled. Mark Andrews was able to catch a ball, and he tried to turn up field instead of just going down. Just go down, take the tackle. Don't try to think about turning up the field and get yak yards. Just hold on to the ball. And Mark Andrews fumbles. That's another thing that screwed it up. Mark Andrews screwed it. This is not all on Lamar. That's what I want to tell you guys. This is not all on Lamar. Yes, probably about 75% is on Lamar. The other percent is on Mark Andrews. You fumbled when Mark Andrews never fumbles. Mark Andrews, you had the catch on the 2-point conversion, and you couldn't hang on to it. Mark Andrews always makes these catches. It's rare that you see Mark Andrews dropping a ball that's put right in his hands, right in his chest. Mark Andrews, it is not for Travis Kelce. Mark Andrews, of all tight ends that are playing today, Mark Andrews is number 1 if it's not for Travis Kelce. He's behind Travis Kelce number 2, in my opinion, at least. Mark Andrews is one of the greatest tight ends of all time. Not all time, that means calm down. He's one of the greatest tight ends of this generation. I'll put it like that. So, and Mark Andrews, he's a good guy, man. He's a real good guy, man. And it is tough to see that he fumbled, and it's tough to see that he just couldn't hang on to that catch, man, because Mark Andrews is a great player, and he's a real good guy, man, So, and Lamar, you just didn't play well, Lamar. Y'all had the game, and you just didn't play well. Y'all were down 21-10 at halftime. I was like, oh, shoot, these guys, they going to have to come out with it. And they did that third quarter. They hit the Bills with it. They started running the ball with Derrick Henry, and they got down the field, and he was able to score them the touchdown to Derrick Henry. As I mentioned, Derek had 16 carries for 84 yards, 1 touchdown. You know, um, in the second half, Baltimore's defense played better than what they played in the first half, and they corrected the mistakes that they made in the first half defensively. It was just those turnovers, you know, those turnovers, not being able to hang on to the ball. You know, you got to take care of the football, especially in the postseason. It's crucial that you take care of the football. If you don't take care of the football, you are going to lose this game. A lot of the blame does go to Lamar, but a lot of the other blame has to go to Mark Andrews, you know, for fumbling and not being able to catch that 2-point conversion. Let's flip it to the Bills side of things. Josh Allen, as I mentioned, he played a great game. He was 16 to 22 for 127 yards. He had 10 carries for 20 yards. He had 2 rushing touchdowns, Josh Allen. James Cook had 17 carries for 67 yards. 3 receptions for 15 yards for James Cook. Ty Johnson ran the ball for 5 carries for 31 yards. Ray Davis had 4 carries for 29 yards. Mac Hollins had 1 reception for 12 yards. Dalton Kincaid had 1 reception for 11 yards. Khalil Shakir had 6 receptions for 67 yards. Tyler Bass was 2 for 2 on field goal kicks, and he was 3 for 3 on extra points with Tyler Bass. As I mentioned, Taylor Rapp, the Bills' safety, caught that interception that Lamar threw. The Baltimore Ravens had 240 passing yards to the Buffalo Bills 126. The Baltimore Ravens had 176 rushing yards to the Buffalo Bills 147. 2 fumbles on Baltimore's side. 2 fumbles on Baltimore's side. 3 turnovers total. Get this. On third down, the Baltimore Ravens were 7 of 10 on third down. The Buffalo Bills were 5 for 11. So you see what I'm saying? Y'all won third down. Y'all won the third down margin. Y'all were 7 out of 10 to Buffalo's 5 out of 11. On the 2-point conversions, y'all were 0 for 2 was Baltimore. One was because the ball got tipped as they tried to go for a 2-point conversion, and then the other one, as we keep mentioning, was Mark Andrews not being able to hold on to the football, to hold on to the catch. Like I said, they beat them in every aspect of this game that Baltimore set for the turnover margin. And these kinds of games hurt. They keep you up at night because you know that if you just hold on to the football, Baltimore has Buffalo beat. That's why I'm so pissed off. Baltimore, y'all had these people beat. If y'all just hold on to the freaking football. Y'all had these people beat if y'all just hold on to the football. That's the frustrating part about it. I want to see Lamar win because I love Lamar. I love his game. But Lamar, you didn't play well. You didn't play well. And Josh Allen outplayed you. Y'all know I don't like Josh Allen. I respect his game, but I don't like him simply because the media runs with, he went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes, and even though he lost, Josh Allen gets all this credit, and he hasn't won anything. And then Lamar, he gets no credit, and he hasn't won anything either. What's the difference? It's the same thing. They both haven't won anything. And Josh Allen, he's going to change that narrative if he goes to Arrowhead and he beats Kansas City. Then you could say, okay, maybe we got to start giving him some credit because he got past Patrick Mahomes, but he's going to have to finish the job. They have a pretty good chance to beat Kansas City. I would say that if it's the refs versus Buffalo, Kansas City's gone. If the game is reffed how it should be reffed, Buffalo has a chance. Because remember, Kansas City's offensive line is not that good. It's not great. So, and Buffalo's defensive front is top notch. So, if it's the refs versus Buffalo, Buffalo's going home. Then they going to put Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. But Josh Allen has a chance to change that narrative. We'll see if he can do it. Game ended up being 27-25. Buffalo wins. They advanced to go into the AFC Championship game. The NFC Championship game, the Los Angeles Rams versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I told my dad, I'm like, if it starts snowing, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. In the beginning of the game, when the game started, it was not snowing. Probably the end of the first quarter, going into the second, all hell breaks loose. Snow starts falling everywhere. Fields completely covered. I believe that if it wasn't no snow on the ground, this was a fair. It was if it's no snow in this game, it's a fair game. It's fair game. It's game on. Rams probably beat Philadelphia. No snow is game on. Rams probably win this game. But because it was snow, that favored Philadelphia by a whole lot. And I told my dad, I was like, if it starts snowing, it's a wrap. Philadelphia got it. Had it not snowed, it's game on. Rams, they get this game. I'm telling you, they get this game. Matthew Stafford played really well. 26 of 44, 324 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 2 carries for 5 yards. Matt Stafford was sacked 5 times, and Matthew Stafford fumbled once, which ended up being huge. Kyren Williams had 19 carries for 106 yards. He had 1 fumble. He fumbled to start off the fourth quarter, and that gave the momentum right back to the Eagles. Puka Nacua had 6 receptions. Puka Nacua had 6 receptions for 97 yards. Demarcus Robinson had 3 receptions for 70 yards. Cooper Kupp had 5 receptions for 61 yards. Tyler Higbee had 7 receptions for 54 yards and a touchdown. And Kobe Parkinson had 2 receptions for 9 yards and a touchdown. Joshua Kelly was 2 for 2 on field goals. For Jalen Hurts, he was 15 on 20 as far as passing attempts goes, 128 yards. Jalen Hurts had 7 carries for 70 yards, 1 touchdown, and that touchdown was on a 40-yard touchdown run for Jalen Hurts to start off this game. Jalen Hurts was sacked 7 times. Saquon Barkley did it again. 26 carries for 205 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 receptions for 27 yards for Saquon Barkley. Dallas Goedert, 4 receptions for 56 yards. Devontae Smith, 4 receptions for 21 yards. A.J. Brown, 2 receptions for 14 yards. Jake Elliott was 3 for 3 on field goals. And he had an extra point. What I would tell you about this game is Matthew Stafford played a great game, but when you fumble like Matthew Stafford did, and you fumble to start off the fourth quarter like Kyren Williams did, just like the last game I talked about, if you are going to turn over the football, your chances of winning are likely to none. If you are going to turn over the football, you have to take care of the football. If the Rams take care of the football in the snow, they might still possibly win this game. But you have to take care of the football. Matthew Stafford played a good game. He really did. 324 yards, 2 touchdowns, 26-44. He played a great game. Kyren Williams ran the ball well. 19 carries for 106 yards. Puka Nacua had a good game. 6 receptions for 97 yards. The defensive front of the Rams played excellent. They were able to sack Jalen Hurts 7 times. They was able to get him on the ground and get pressure on him every time you looked around. That's why the Philadelphia Eagles passing game was so suspect, as it's been suspect anyway, because you had a great defensive line in the Los Angeles Rams. And you have to give them credit for that. Jared Verse, to be exact, the linebacker for the Rams. The reason why Philadelphia won this game is because Saquon Barkley ran it down their throats. Jalen Hurts was able to run it down their throats, too. So when you have a quarterback and running back running it down your throats, and you can't stop it, you can't do anything to stop it, that's an easy victory. The 2 fumbles, like I said, by Matthew Stafford and Kyren Williams killed the Rams in this game. Other than that, the Rams have a chance. Even though the Philadelphia Eagles won this game, they're not out of the woods yet. They really aren't. The Philadelphia Eagles passing game is really suspect. Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown, they are still off. Some of the throws that Jalen Hurts made to A.J. Brown were just way off. I don't know if it's a, lack of communication type thing or what, or they're just not seeing eye to eye, but the throws that Jalen Hurts was making to AJ Brown were just way off, and it's like it was just miscommunication. At some point in time, even though the Philadelphia Eagles have ran the ball good all season and have depended on Saquon Barkley heavily because their run game has been so good, at some point in time, Jalen Hurts is going to have to make a pass. In some of these throws that Jalen Hurts is making, you could tell that he just doesn't feel confident in passing. So at some point in time, Jalen Hurts is going to have to make a throw. At some point in time, he's going to have to make a crucial throw on third down. And he's going to have to hit somebody. And it's going to have to be A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, or Dallas Goedert, or possibly Saquon Barkley. But at some point in time, Jalen Hurts is going to have to make a throw. You can run the ball down team's throats all you want, but part of the football is you're going to have to throw the ball too. The Philadelphia Eagles have gotten by, and just squeezed by, just barely, with not having to make many throws. Jalen Hurts only had 20 throwing attempts. Saquon Barkley did all the rest. Jalen Hurts did all the rest by running the ball. They just getting by. That Washington Commanders football team is serious. At this point, if you didn't think that the Washington Commanders were serious, I don't know what you're thinking now, but they just beat Detroit. They went to Detroit and beat Detroit. They went to Tampa Bay and beat Tampa Bay. They played 2 road playoff games, and they won. Jaden Daniels has 2 playoff wins in his rookie season. Dak Prescott only has 2 wins in his 9-year career. Dak Prescott only has 2. Jaden Daniels has 2 in his rookie year. Kirk Cousins only has 1 playoff win. Jaden Daniels has 2 in his rookie year. If you didn't think they were serious, you need to look again, and you need to check again. They're in the NFC Championship game. They're playing the Eagles. This is going to be the 3rd road playoff game for the Washington Commanders for this 3rd straight week. If you don't think that they can go in there and beat Philadelphia after playing them twice, you need to think again. At some point in time, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to have to run this football, or they're going to, vice versa, they're going to have to throw the football at some point in time, and they're going to have to make a big play. And if they can't do that, they might be cooked, because Washington is serious. They are serious. The Eagles got lucky in this game that it snowed. They really did get lucky that it snowed, because if it hadn't, it's fair game and it's game on. Rams win this game if it does not snow. So the championship games are set. Philadelphia takes on Washington. Kansas City plays Buffalo. One of the 2 losses that Kansas City had was against Buffalo. The other one was against the Bengals. The Stars didn't play. So something's going to have to give. Who gets to the Super Bowl? I got Philadelphia, and I have Kansas City. A rematch of the 2022 Super Bowl. But it might be an upset. We shall see. Let me know what you think about Lamar Jackson's bad game. Let me know what you think about Josh Allen coming up big. Let me know what you think about this Philadelphia game. And did Philadelphia get lucky by playing in the snow? Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we out of here.